These are all the brand new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5 and Series 52, and the different choices you guys will be able to have in order to pick and vote for which kind of different Horizon Festival players you want to bring back, and the pros and cons of each to potentially help you make up your mind. First off, we have two different options between Horizon Track Day and of course the Dia de Muertos from Series 26, an older update that definitely aligns better with Horizon 5, and we'll be determining which one is the best. Now in terms of different car rewards, I'll be showing some images on screen which will actually potentially change a little bit once it releases, but we already do know the cars that will be of course confirmed. Just the images may look slightly different once the actual event starts, as a bit of a heads up. So firstly in Horizon Track Day, in terms of the overview car, we have the Porsche 92 RSR and the Lotus 211, of course already being in the backstage pass there, so nothing too crazy or worth going for, given the fact that most of you probably already have these in your garage. Now week 1, we have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 2023, which was also very recently added in the backstage pass, then as well as the second reward being a backstage pass. Now for weeks 1 to 4 in every single Horizon Festival players, the second reward for 40 points will always be a backstage pass, so you can keep that in mind. Now week 2, we of course have the Porsche 911 Rally, as well as another car that's already being added in the backstage pass fairly recently, then of course 40 points backstage pass as normal. Then week 3, we have yet another Porsche 911 GT3 RS, as well as backstage pass, a pretty good car there. Then finally for week 4, we have the Porsche number 70935 and a backstage pass. So overall a decent lineup of cars. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. The only downside being that yes, they are rare cars, but most of them already being in the backstage pass. As a result, that means if you've been playing Forza and you're the kind of player who's still completing events at this stage in the life cycle, you've probably already been cashing on these cards with the passes so far, and it's probably not so much of a big surprise for you in terms of rare exclusive cars that are very difficult to obtain. Now of course, if you want all of these cars instantly, as well as 100 million super wheel spins like I have, go and check out the pinned comment to learn more. You guys can get the same for Xbox, PC and PS5 if you don't want to have to grind at all these races to get rare cars and just want to get them all instantly. Over 20,000 reviews in total. Now secondly, for Series 26 with Dia de Muertos, the overview is a Porsche 356C Cabriolet Emery, and again a backstage pass as normal. Now week 1 is a Nissan Suru 10 and also a backstage pass. Pretty good there, as that is not a car that was previously from a backstage pass, so pretty refreshing to see a new rare one. Secondly, although we do have the Porsche 550A Spider, that was already previously added in the backstage pass, as well as of course a backstage pass as a 40-point reward. Then week 3 of the Myers Manx 2.0 and a backstage pass. This is also a pretty rare car that is not in the backstage pass, so again an exclusive one that you guys would probably be worth trying to actually unlock. And week 4 we have the Porsche 356 SL, which has also already been added in the backstage pass in the past. And then 40 points, we have another backstage pass yet again. So in terms of the better rewards, kind of objectively the second one will be better in terms of cars, more rare cars that have not previously or recently been added in the backstage passes, and therefore not so exclusive or hard to get anymore. So that would be my recommendation if you were to vote for either one of these. Comment down below which cars in this list you think are the best ones. It's a pretty interesting choice of two different Horizon Festival players events, but of course comment down below which one you think you'll be voting for down below. Maybe we're just trying to add up on a few more Porsches, and if so, then of course Horizon Track Day will be a non-negotiable vote for you, but I guess you'll see the outcome of the votes very soon. Like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Forza videos coming out very soon.